Is there a problem, Officer Palumbo?
Is there a problem?
Some of these rules are easy to break, and some are impossible to understand. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 weirdest U.S. state laws. For this list, we've collected the strangest state legislation in existence. Basically, we're looking at old, obsolete, and unenforced rules that are nonetheless quite amusing. In other words, as long as they're believed to be real, or had been in the past, or have become urban legends, they could be on here. So we're being quite loose with the word law. Number 10. Pronunciation is key. Arkansas.
Kansas. Arkansas.
No, it's Arkansas.
In Arkansas, that's right, Arkansas, it really doesn't do to skip the silent S. Although it's probably the most mispronounced state name in America, to say Arkansas incorrectly within the state itself is technically illegal. Prohibited by an 1881 act of state legislature made in an effort to preserve state heritage, Arkansas is the French pronunciation of a native Siouan word meaning land of downriver people, or people of the south wind.
Now, Coach Miles, is that Arkansas? Is that next to Louisiana? You should know it's Arkansas.
So next time you're in the area, don't pull a Dorothy, because you're not in Arkansas anymore, because if you were, you won't be for long.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Number 9. Pack a pillow for the bus. Washington.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
If you're a female and you ever find yourself on a bus in Seattle, then remember this. In Seattle, it's illegal for a woman to sit on a man's lap on a bus without first placing a pillow between them.
My pillow goes in the car with me, grocery store, movie theaters, daily walks. I don't bring it in the restroom area. I don't do that.
No one particularly likes to see PDAs on public transport, but the authorities in this Washington city really can crack down on couples that get too close. Quite apart from the general ridiculousness of the rule, however, unless of course you routinely carry a cushion, the gender specifics are hilarious, and presumably mean that men may sit on any lap they please, entirely unpillowed.
What is the point of these things, really, right?
No point.
Ha! Ha!
Stupid.
Ha! Ha!
Number 8. The one beer rule. Hawaii.
Look at this guy. Not us, buddy, right?
If you're ever planning on a big night in the Aloha State, then expect many, many trips to the bar. Because in Hawaii, it's illegal for anyone to have more than one alcoholic beverage in front of them at any one time.
I'm sampling a flight of gluten-free German lagers with a French wine pairing. It's called a Smorgaswein, and it's elegantly cultural.
Probably a rule that most of us abide without even realizing it. It does mean that tables full of discarded shot glasses are an impossibility. But hey, at least it saves you and your buddies from an especially severe hangover. Hawaii's just not as fun if you're feeling queasy.
Yeah, gonna get things started on the Muppet Show tonight.
Number 7. A burger between friends. Oklahoma.
Look, I take a girl out, she can order whatever she wants. The more the better, all right? Just don't order a garden salad and then eat my food.
With so many burgers and so little time, some people strive to sample them all by taking a bite out of his or her friends as well as his or her own. But in Oklahoma, to do so is not tolerated, and eating another's hamburger equates to illegal activity.
It's the Krusty Burglar!
Oh my God, he's stealing all the burgers! Why, you little... I got you!
It's a restaurant rule to ensure that we all get only what we paid for, but thankfully, it doesn't extend to include fries or a drink. Everything else on the menu is shareable, sneakable, and generally available for more than one person. It's just the Royale, with or without cheese, that'll land you in legal hot water.
This is a tasty burger. Vincent, you ever had a Big Kahuna burger? Want a bite? They're real tasty.
Number 6. Only sober moose allowed. Alaska.
Now here's why a moose should never get drunk and try to climb a tree.
An especially well-known weird law in America. The Fairbanks, Alaska alcoholic moose law is less stringently imposed nowadays. But the act of feeding moose alcohol is still considered an offense, even though instances of the rule being broken must be incredibly rare. As much as the idea of a moose on Grey Goose makes us laugh, there probably is a violation of animal rights involved somewhere. Not to mention the health, safety, and hygiene implications. If you're watching this and you are a moose and you're offended, then you've probably had too much alcohol for one night anyway.
Why am I even talking to a couple of dumb moose?
No, we're squirrels, eh?
Wolverine.
Number 5. Strictly Missionary, Florida.
We're talking missionary. We're talking missionary. We're talking when I'm on top and she's on her back.
When getting frisky in Florida, it's best to keep to the basics, because any sex position other than missionary is not only considered inappropriate, but illegal. The state of Montana also has a similar law, and in North Carolina the rule is lengthened, as the mandatory missionary can only be conducted in a room where the shades are pulled. If you keep a copy of the Kama Sutra in these states, then you're asking for trouble. But you're probably having more fun than most people as well. Number 4. Don't monkey around with cigarettes, Indiana.
I'm your pusher man. Think of him like monkey drug mule.
As statewide smoking bans become increasingly commonplace in the modern world, legislation linked to cigarettes rarely surprises us anymore. However, the state of Indiana feels it necessary to implement a very particular tobacco-based rule, making it illegal for anyone to force a monkey to smoke. The law dates back to a 1924 incident in which a monkey was convicted for smoking in the city of South Bend and ordered to pay a $25 fine plus court expenses. Historically, there have been cases of smoking addiction in primates, but even so, it's the strangest smoking law we know. Number 3. Sex with small animals only, West Virginia.
Please, get down!
Our third weirdest, but definitely grossest state law. In West Virginia, it's legal for a man to have sex with an animal, as long as that animal does not exceed 40 pounds in weight. As part of what seems an ultra-strange bid to regulate bestiality, this law leaves the likes of sheep, most goats, and dogs off the menu for men, but says that rodents, some reptiles, and most cats are okay.
Por favor, please, I implore you.
Everything about this rule is just wrong on so many sexually concerning levels. Plus, through protective pet ownership, it could indirectly cause animal obesity, spayed, neutered, or otherwise.
I guess I kind of like people better with animals. I just feel like I'm one of them. Easy boy.
Number 2. Third time unlucky, Arizona. You're allowed to have a bit of bedroom fun in Arizona, just not too much of it. Because in the Grand Canyon state, it's illegal to have more than 2 dildos in any household. Apparently, owning 2 sex toys is fine and respectable, but having 3 of the things and you're rampantly sexual and out of control. A buzzkill if ever we've heard one. It's a law to limit vibrator variety, and causes a particular problem for those living with several friends who are fellow sex toy users. And we all know improvisation never ends well.
Were you humping a pillow? None of your business. Loser.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Blowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Sex walk.
Brings us back to our starting point, the 9 tenets of constancy.
Damn it!
Putting on your makeup, it's like you're an artist. But instead of painting on a canvas, you're painting your face.
Number 1. No shoes before sleep, North Dakota. Today's winner, and the weirdest state law of them all, sees authorities in North Dakota decide what its citizens can and can't wear while sleeping.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
In the state, it's illegal to fall asleep while still wearing shoes, especially when lying down. Chewed sleeping in a chair or on your feet isn't particularly encouraged either, but if you're found in bed wearing sneakers, then technically you could be in trouble. Like some other laws on today's countdown, however, it's a rule rarely enforced with conviction. But to be on the safe side, Best always wear your laces loose, just in case.
Our laces, all right.
Do you agree with our list?
I'm sorry, I just don't want to complicate things.
Which law did we overlook? For more ridiculous but true top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
As you were, ladies.